Oh, buddy! What's up, everybody? So this is my first impression ride for the Progressive 412 rear shocks that I installed yesterday. And if you haven't watched how easy it is for someone like me who's very novice skilled in terms of turning a wrench, please go back and watch that video, because even though it's simple as taking the bolts out, I still messed it up because I failed to read the instructions.
Flashback.
A bunch of bolts and spacers in here that I'm gonna open up. That was the worst way to open it up. This is brutal. Good start, man. Good start.
End of flashback.
So for this episode, we're going to talk about my first ride impression of the Progressive Suspension 412s and how this compares to the Iron 883 or Sportster stocks rear shocks with the preload already adjusted. And let me tell you, this short ride that I had from my house to this location here, I can already tell you there's a vast amount of improvement. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the potholes and some of the bumps and go through some of the twisties to give you guys an idea and also give myself an idea of the improvement of these rear shocks. So just for a little detail on these Progressive 412s, they are an inch taller than my originals. So it does give me a little bit more breathing space on bottom of my bike, which I needed for a while, because I really do not like the lean angle of my Sportster Iron 883. And having that extra inch, I would almost say it increases my lean angle just by a few degrees. Now, this road that I'm on right here has a lot of potholes, and there's one particular that I bottom out every time. I'm not exactly confident if this 412 will survive that, because it is a pretty deep bump, but we'll try it out anyways. However, in terms of normal riding conditions, man, the road feels so smooth right now. And generally these areas do not feel smooth at all. I can feel every single bump, every single road snake that goes on my way. And because I have lower back issues, I generally do not like those feelings. But goodness, I can see why a lot of riders say that before you do any upgrades, even before you do the exhaust, do the rear shocks. And I can tell you right now, out of all the mods that I have done onto my Iron 883 so far, this is giving me the most joy physically. Oh, see? That was a pretty big bump there. And, oh, here's more. Oh my God, it feels like I'm on a Softail. All right, let's keep going. Woo! Yeah, buddy. This is giving me a lot of joy. Oh my God, thank you, Progressive Suspension. Now, I specifically chose the 412s because it's an entry-level suspension. Progressive Suspension has a bigger catalog for you to choose from. And originally I wanted the piggyback one because it just looks damn cool. And I like the coloring of it too, because it has that lowrider-esque scheme where it's a bit of a bronze and black look. However, they're over $1,000. And to be honest, that's a bit out of my price range. So because of that, I wanted to go with the lowest of the low of what Progressive can offer, which was the Progressive 412s. And you can get those under $500. And wow, is my back already thanking this decision. I wonder what it would be like if I upgraded it with the piggyback shocks. Now, the other upgrade that I could potentially be doing is upgrading the front load springs of my forks, which Progressive Suspension also offers. So I may be looking into that as well, because I want to be able to improve my Sportster Iron 883 to the point that I don't need to upgrade my bike. And lately I've been having thoughts about getting rid of my Iron 883 and potentially buying a different bike that has a bit more performance, a bit more comfort. You know, I would be losing on style because I love the look of this bike, but as a rider that's growing, I really want to expand my knowledge of riding different types of motorcycle, which is why the channel's motto is gotta ride them all. Now, these big ass speed bumps, no issues on my ass. And I gotta tell you, I am extremely happy already with what I'm feeling on my butt and my back right now. It is night and day. Now, I am also testing whether or not I need to adjust the preload of this by using the spanner tool that came with the kit. But right now, I'm not feeling it. I originally asked the progressive suspension guys if I should get the heavy duty one, which is meant for any rider above 220 pounds, I want to say, and most likely going to have a passenger on the back, which goes all together over 300 pounds. But because my riding weight is about 220, the salesman said, no, just go with the originals if you're not going to go with 2 up, because these progressive 412 shocks goes all the way up to 260, I think he said. Let me get back to you on that. But my riding weight was well within the limits of what the stock 412 shocks can handle. I just need to adjust the preload setting if the ride is too rough. But right now, I'm at the lowest setting right now, and I'm not feeling anything. So if that improves my ride significantly, then fuck, I don't know what else it would improve. But so far, I don't think I need to adjust the preload at all. Now let's see what the lane angle of this is like in these sharper twisties. Oh, there we go. There was a bit of a peg scrape there. Now, about this. Nope. Yeah, I would almost say the lane angle has improved just by a bit. Maybe added like extra degree. Not by a lot, because let's be honest, I only increased the height of the ride by 3/4 or 1 inch, and that's not a lot. But I think that added about a degree or a degree and a half, because I'm not hitting the pegs while I'm turning into a turn. But guys, overall right now, my first impression of these 412 shocks, should you get one? Hell yes. If you have the money for upgrading your Sportster, $300 to $400 US, I would say definitely get the 412 rear shocks before you even get any other mods, if you have the desire to improve your comfort. So later on, as I continue on to ride out through the journey of my season 2 on my motorcycle channel, I will keep updating you guys of my afterthoughts of the 412 rear shocks as a long-term owner's review. And with that said, ride safe, ride prepared, ride on. Peace.